Our next question comes from Kevin Harris. What plans do you have, if elected, to help the recreation department? We'll begin with you, Mr. Smith.
Repeat the question.
What plans do you have, if elected, to help the recreation department?
I think we have a great recreation department. The slogan for the rec department explains it all, the pride of Liberty. I have watched very enthusiastic parents share scores with me so I can post them on atlibertytostate.com. The only thing that I would do to expand the rec department was maybe add programs for teens and adults. We had that idea on the table at one time, and it seems like nothing ever happened with that. And it seemed like there was a whole bunch of plans in place to do that. And that got me really excited because I love playing volleyball with my neighbors in my apartment complex in Greenville when I lived there. I think that would be a great community builder to have an adult rec program. And I think it would be easily paid for through registration fees and even just participation. I think so many people would want to do that. And I think that there's hardly anything wrong with the rec department. I wouldn't change a thing except for add adult and teen participation.
If that question was asked a year ago, the answer would be different. The reason why I say that is because, now that we have a new Liberty High School, and I like the way that the city worked out with the rec as far as they share the facilities. We already know that our facilities, in the city is dated, and but the city has came together and did a lot of work to update them. However, we do get to use new facilities. But yet we have the stadium also. I do agree with Russ with the fact that it would be very interesting for the adults. Also, our kids can go and do something, but it's one thing for mom to say, hey, watch me do this, We can say that as mom or dad all the time, but when they come listen, you do it. So, sometimes we want to be a kid too. So, with that being said, I think the adult program is a great idea as far as, you might be volleyball, but I was softball. So, I think the adult program is a great idea. Other towns have softball, they have basketball for adults. So that's something, I know our local churches have stuff like that also. But would it be even better if we all come together, the churches and the city, and we have one great team? Use the facilities that we have, especially now that we have the stadium, because we are purchasing that right now from the county. So it's endless what we can do. 2 years ago, couldn't give you the same answer, but now we can.
One thing that I'd like to see pursued, and this has been one thing that I've mentioned a couple times already as a bill council, but we need to open up the fields and open up the gym to more of our citizens. Easley has a great policy over at their new gymnasium. Of course, they spent lots of money to build it, which we don't have, but we do have the facilities already that we can use, and they have a great policy of if they live in city limits, you're allowed to come to the gym and use the gym. It's just a minimal employee that sits at the front and allows you to sign in. And then if they live outside city limits, like if I were to go over to that, I would pay to get in to use it. Hear what you said?
I think she said
$5. Okay.
a year.
A year? That's not what I'm enjoying. Somebody's gouged me, I guess. As I was saying before, I would like to have that ability to have our fields, have our gym, for our citizens to be able to use. And it kind of goes back to the whole thing of allowing us adults that do want to get out there and to exercise, to give them the ability to do that, even if they're not on a certain team, to give them the ability to use what they've already paid for.
I think I have a slightly different perspective on this. Like I said, we have athletics-wise the best, if not the best, rec department in the state. We have a lot to be proud of with that. I coached track for a number of years over at the high school. I've coached since I started teaching up until a couple of years ago when I had too many kids to be able to do it. But I'm also involved in the arts. And not every child is athletic. I think because of the opportunities here at the middle school, I've already heard some talk of what might be developed there. We're going to have some opportunities to bring some arts into our community. And that's one thing we're lacking. And there's no reason that can't fall under the umbrella of the rec department, because recreation includes a lot of different things. Athletics-wise, we have some of the best facilities in the area. We have some of the best programs in the area. But not every child and not every adult is athletically inclined. And we need to have something for our children to get involved in when they're not athletic, when they can't get a baseball, when they can't catch a football. We need other opportunities. And if we can do things like at the auditorium here at the old middle school facility, it also gives us the gymnasium. It would give us the opportunity to bring up some stuff that we've never even looked at as a possibility. And that, to me, excites me, because I'm actually in a play right now, and I'm helping direct a play in the spring. That's something I love. And I love to see kids get involved, because it gives them something to be proud of. Not just athletic ability, but the ability to show off their talents. That, to me, is a big deal.
We've talked about several elements that are critical to success to our existing program. I think we would all identify that its success is not been paralleled by anything we've seen in recent times or administrations. So it's successful. How do we make it better? What areas do we approach that have not been approached thus far? We've heard of several tonight. One that we've talked about adults, but what do we qualify or classify as adults? What about our senior adults? I know I'm aging every second, every year, and feeling it.
That's what I can say.
Right now, I have a torn calf muscle that I probably wouldn't have had 10 years ago, but I have it because I'm aging. What about some programs specifically related to youth adult, which is the growing population that we have? If I'm not mistaken, there's a huge number of baby boomers that every day are turning to be seniors. So that's an important aspect. Coming back to our youth, because of the success of our rep program, we have a football team this year at our high school level that is stellar, something we haven't seen in years. We have gyms that need addressing. They need enhancement. We've already heard of ideas. These are things that we need to continue to do and focus on those two aspects. Thank you.
I agree with Ray with that. Our department, our rec department is probably second to none. That Tony Border has worked relentlessly. I know he's had a lot of help, but he's run ragged. And I think one of the things we could do is get a little bit more help. But I agree the new football facility field would fall under the rec department, and why not have it use it for entertainment? And I'm sure this has already been discussed, but not just sporting events. Have some concerts. Well, there would be nothing wrong with that, and then you would get the people eating out and buying gas and visiting Liberty and seeing a little bit of Liberty before they go to the concert or after. Now there's hopefully 5,000-6,000 people, or however many people it does hold. That would be a big event. And so I think enhancing, now that we do have a new facility and the stadium is going to be a great asset